Alright, now I'm pissed. Hey guys, it's Deej, and this video has been coming for a while, I think. I've been playing too much of this godforsaken fucking mode, Empyrean, Railjack, whatever you call it. I've been playing it too much, and I've just decided, you know what, I'm going to put a video out to vent my frustrations. Don't give a fuck if no one sees this, but I need to say a few things, and if anyone can relate, or if anyone is part of the problem that I've got outlined here, then firstly, to the guys who can relate, I feel you. It's ruining this game mode for me. And the people who are doing this, fuck you. Seriously, fuck you. You're literally ruining this mode, big time. Anyway, let me start. So one of the biggest problems with this mode is the random matchmaking. So I don't know if you don't realize that not all of us have 4 friends that are constantly available online at all times that can play this with. And I know you can get on clans, I know you can get on groups, you can find all this shit, but Warframe, when it started, was a game you could jump into a mode, and join up with 4 like-minded dudes or 3 like-minded dudettes, whichever, who would complete the mission, finish the mission, get done, and there was incentive for everyone to get involved. This fucking Railjack nonsense promotes negative play and people AFKing and people not helping out. I've had 4 games in a row that I've joined, where I'm the only one who destroyed the cruise ships. Now pilots, I have no problem with pilot. I think piloting, everyone's doing a great job with that. They've made the Railjacks, they can fly and whatever, good job, everyone's doing great with that. But 4 games in a fucking row where I'm the only one doing anything, and there's one guy, I've actually got a video, I'm not even going to put it in here, that guy, I'm not going to give that guy any fucking time of day. One guy was running around the center room in circles, so he was there, or he had a thingy, an elastic band on his controller or something, and he was running around in circles in the middle of the room, typing back as people were telling him to do stuff. So instead of actually helping out and playing the game mode, he was just fucking running around in circles. Then this other guy was getting involved, saying, everyone else is AFK, but just this negative bullshit. So me and the pilot in a game of in what is it, the Wogawell or whatever the fucking place is, the last area, it was just me and this other dude, 2 against this top tier area, with these other 2 fuckers just reaping the rewards of our I guess hard work, if you call it that, because it's supposed to be fun, but it turns into work. It's fucking bullshit. And I've seen so many people on forums, you type it in, has anyone had the problem with people being AFK and people not helping out and not knowing what they're doing? This is people who've got to intrinsic 7s, right? So they have to do that to get to the last area. So they join and they just put their fucking controllers down and leave the gameplay. It's a game. For fuck's sake, it's a game. Play the fucking thing. Help out. Destroy the cruise ships. Do the mission. Do something, man. It's bullshit, right? So this is it. Oh, I've had this brewing literally, like, as I've been playing this. Day by day, it's been brewing. It's not just this issue, but that's the biggest issue for me. It should be a cooperative game mode that promotes getting together, people having roles, people doing tasks, people doing good stuff. Like in other game modes, in defense and survival, and if you're just going to AFK in that, not only do you lose your game rewards, it might just kick you as well after a time that it runs out. I believe it still does that. It will kick you after a period, or you just won't get any rewards, and people can ditch you and all. In Railjack there was no consequence for AFK. I can just press X now, join a game, put my controller down and let everyone else do the work, especially if the game's gone halfway through, like 45 fighters killed, 3 cruise ships killed, 6 cruise ships killed, whatever. I just put my controller down and let them collect all my resources for me. I've got no benefit, and I get all the experience as well. That's the thing. If I don't do anything, I get experience nonetheless, so I can level up all my gear as well. It promotes negativity. That is such a major fuck up, and it's so frustrating for people who actually want to have fun with this mode. Now, on the interest of fun, what the fuck is up with Void Hole? Void Hole is now the meta of this game mode, of Railjack. If you want to go to the end game and farm, intrinsics and all this kind of stuff and make the most out of this, you need Void Hole. Now, Void Hole apparently has a 0.125 chance, right? Let me just show you something here. Let me show you my avionics. And I've seen this. You can all feel my pain. I know that for sure. 81 anode cells. Let's take a look here. 340 hull weaves. Let's keep going here. 50, 20, 208 of those things. Seeker volley, which is supposed to be rare. I've got 14 of those. Particle rams, I've got tethers, all this tactical bullshit, and not one fucking void hole. I've been sitting in the same map for the last 3 days and I haven't got void hole. I have killed so many of those fucking whatever they are, those enemy types, whatever, and it hasn't dropped. But every game I join, Someone has it. I don't understand. Like, how can you... I can't start my own mission, because if I start my own mission without Void Hole being enabled or Void Hole equipped, people abuse me and say that my Railjack isn't up to standards. So what I do is I help other people to try and farm it. The people help me out to try and farm it. It's been fucking impossible. The drop rate is so fucking low. People have been saying online they'd rather spend, I think it's $10 equivalent to buy the fucking thing instead of farming it for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days. However long. There's people who've been doing it from the start who still haven't got it now. That is fundamentally broken and bullshit. If that's a core mechanic that's required for you to get the most out of these Railjack missions, and you've made it so fucking difficult to get, it doesn't make any sense at all. It doesn't make any sense. Okay? So they're my two main frustrations. Maybe I'm just frustrated because it's taken me so long to get Void Hole anyway, but my main fucking point is you idiots who AFK. Big fuck you. Big fuck you. Serious fuck you to you guys. Why do you do it? It's a game. If you're just going to put the controller down and not play, suck my balls. Now, while I'm here, I've got a few other things that I need to address. Now, the whole resource and refining engineer role bullshit. People who at the end of every single mission, without fail, like clockwork, will go down and refine all the resources. Right? We're talking the top planet, Veil Proxima planets, right? You don't fucking need those resources anymore. Right? Once you get to Veil Proxima, if you're still looking for a few odd fucking cubic diodes, you have issues. What the fuck have you been doing? What have you been spending them on? Like, why do you refine? So usually in Veil Proxima, if you go to, is it Gaian area, whatever you call it, the one that the best one for farming the Void Hole. If you go there, chances are the people who are playing want to repeat the mission. But if you keep fucking refining, especially when flux energy and stuff is at 0, and you keep refining, what's your reasoning? I spoke to some guy online and he said to me that, the reason is because if the mission ends you lose the resources. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck if you lose 200 fucking Coppernicks, man? What fucking use are they after you get to Veil Proxima? You've built your fucking Railjack, and if you haven't, you're a fucking scumbag because you don't have one. Get your own one. It should be the captain, the person who made the fucking Railjack, decide if they want to refine. And to be honest, once you get to that point, you don't need to. You don't fucking need to. Look how much I have. And this is from avoiding refining. When I'm doing missions by myself or with Hab, I don't refine. I just go back to the fucking dojo. And apparently when you go back to the dojo with a full forge, it doesn't keep the resources. Look how much I have. Look how much I have. That's what everyone should be at when they're at Veil Proxima. That's what everyone should be at. Why is refining, why is it like such a big thing for people? They run down at the end of the mission, all your stuff is empty. Revelite, flux energy, munitions, dome charge, refine, and then leave the mission. The fuck, man. You're literally just fucking it up for if they want to repeat, you've just fucked it for the next guys. Because now they have to go back to the dojo to refill everything in order to start the mission again. Because if you've not done the Veil Proxima as a pilot or as someone who's actually going to make an effort in the mission, you need some flux energy to get the ball rolling, per se. You need some munitions to get the ball rolling, So fuck you too. The guys who refine at the end of missions, whatever you tell me about refiners, you need resources are all useful. The only fucking important resource in this whole fucking game is if you go to your repair of anything, is these motherfuckers here. Because once you start getting to Mark 3 stuff, look, 10,000 Coppernicks. I get that fucking in seconds, man. It's bullshit. Like, I already have that saved up from people fucking refining in my games. And you only need one shield array. You only need one engine. You only need one Sigma reactor, yeah? You only need 2 guns, and you only need one seeker. That's all a total of, 60,000 resources, which, if you really want them, go and farm them your fucking self on the low-level missions. Why are you refining on endgame missions? It makes no sense. Explain to me. I'm willing to open that discussion, but it makes no fucking sense at all. Don't be a dick, especially if you're going to leave. Don't be a dick. Or at least ask the captain. Are you going to repeat the mission? Yes, no. If he says no, by all means, we're fine. Who gives a shit at that point? But if the captain says yes, I'm going to do the mission again, even if you're going to leave the fucking resources alone, you dickhead. Fuck's sake. Now, again, like I said, while we're here, anomalies. Guys, we have to fucking talk about anomalies. What has happened with anything meta in this game? Where something new is released, it's got to be farmed to extinction. Everything's got to be farmed to extinction. You got guys. My first experience with Anomaly was I joined the game, right? And I thought, okay, I'll join it. I stayed in my ship because I looked at YouTube videos before I did this because it was on PC first. I'm on PlayStation. And I saw that people were waiting at the very beginning, not aggroing any enemies, bring the ship back, hide the ship a bit. But there's also a way you can bring the ship all the way to the sentient ship. I didn't really recognize what a sentient ship was. I didn't want to take any risks. So I left the ship back, held back, didn't aggro anything. And then 2 people joined my game. I was waiting on the ship for these guys, like, oh, you know, I'll wait for all 4 people to join, because of course people are trying to join this game mode right now. Everyone wants to do the anomalies. Everyone does it. The games fill up really quickly. So I had 2 guys join. They said, oh yeah, let's wait for the 4th. We waited for the 4th. As soon as the 4th joined, he dropped in the chute, aggroed the enemies in front of me, fucking flew straight to the anomaly himself. We were all like, what the fuck just happened? We had no idea. Like, obviously maybe we're noobs, we didn't understand, but that's the point. It could be anyone's first anomaly. It could be literally anyone's. They might not have a clue what's going on or how important what they're about to do is. You know, that they might get parts. They might miss out on something that's quite valuable at the moment. I don't know how nerfed it's going to be down the line, but at the moment, these things are worth, on PlayStation anyway, 40 to 50 platinum a part, which is madness. So these guys are missing out on the opportunity. So this guy dove off. The ship was being fucking nuked, right? So I didn't want to be that guy and be a dick and fly off and leave the ship to be blown up, because it was wasting my time. It was wasting my teammates' time. So I stayed back, repaired the ship. This guy flew off, yeah, didn't mark anything at all. He completed the whole thing, right? Left the mission and left us to fucking clean up the mess. So he destroyed the crystal, left us to clean up the mess, and this took about, you know, a good 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So we realised, well, that was a complete waste of time. I boarded the mission, started again, and tried to get more guys that were actually like-minded, which went well. I went on the recruitment chat like I'm being told by people to do on Railjack. But this is Warframe, man. When I started playing Warframe at the beginning, it was all about playing with randos, meeting new friends. That's how I met Hab. We just played a random game, met together, like-minded dudes, knew what we were supposed to do, and we played the game. Enjoyed it, you know? This kind of stuff that promotes either solo play is fine, but don't promote solo play, and this kind of stuff that promotes the idea that you must group up with people, like Eidolons has become, you know, I've been in games where I've ended up with a random group where I'm like Volt and, you know, a Rhino and a Wisp and someone else, and I've captured all 3 fucking Eidolons doing it that way. Yeah, so the meta is flawed. It is the fastest way to do it. You know, you get your Volt, you get your Rhino, you get your Chroma, and you get your Trinity. Fastest way to capture all 3 Eidolons, whatever you want to do. But if you want to enjoy the fucking game, why can't I join a random game of Eidolons and just casually capture all 3 of them, or casually capture one and kill the second? I don't know. Like, you can't, because everyone's like, oh, fuck you, you join a game, and everyone's giving you shit because you're not bringing the meta ultimate fucking Void Strike build or whatever. You know, it's becoming less and less newbie friendly. You know, and when people are joining games and they end up in games where you've got a rank 28 that's rushing anomalies, or a rank 28 that's AFK because he can't be fucked and wants everyone else to do the work, you know, how is that a good experience for these people that are joining the game? How is that going to retain more people on this game? You know, I've had a few people I've had discussions with where now Limbo is, I know Limbo has always been a topic for debate, that people love, hate and whatever, right? Limbo has been reworked and reworked and reworked. I was there when Limbo was first released, and Limbo was a dick. Right, Limbo was a really bad Warframe. Everyone used to get pissed off, right? But now they've made so much methods to make Limbo user friendly. So if someone puts you in void mode, you just do a roll, you get out of it, all well and good. It's still pretty annoying if someone's going out of their way to annoy you. But I was talking to one of my clanmates, and they said, oh, I was playing Limbo, I was trying to do my thing. He's a very honest guy, wants to play the game for a bit of fun, just got Limbo Prime, wanted to try him out, and he was getting abused. And he said to me it's affected his experience, and he's afraid to play Limbo again, because people were abusing him because of what he was doing or whatever. Come on, guys. Come the fuck on. Seriously. Like, it's a game, number one, right? And you are wasting people's times, and you're making real life people, this is real people, you're making real life people feel frustrated, angry, upset, mad. And if that's your goal, good for you, but go fuck yourself, right? If that's your goal, I'm fine with that, whatever. That's your goal in life, you want to upset other people, that's fine. I mean, I'm not upset, I'm angry. Right, I don't get upset about shit like this. It's a fucking game, man. I don't care. I'm angry. I'm just fed up of trying to enjoy a game mode that I put so much fucking time into, and there's so much negatives. I mean, look how much I'm not top rank, right? But I've put some time into this mode, and I was enjoying it. Earth, Saturn, great communication. Everyone was doing their best. As soon as I got the Veil Proxima, man, fucking hell, it's just been a shitstorm. I mean, I've had more negative, I'd say 80% of my games have had at least one player that's been AFK or negative, and I'd say about 40%, 50% of my games have had two players. So the pilot and myself are the only ones doing anything, right? That have done just negative gameplay that impacts my experience, you know? So it's bullshit. I just had to get that out, and I'm glad I'm going to put this video up today. I don't give a shit if you see it or care or like or dislike. I don't care. I'm going to do more of these kind of videos when I start feeling frustrated, because I've had this before and I've just let it stew, and I get salty in the chat with people, and I think that's pathetic. I think, you know, these guys are their mission is to get a rise out of you. Their mission is to get a rise out of you, and they get it out of me when I do that. So this isn't a rise. This is me telling you go fuck yourself, and I'm done with dealing with your shit. You know, I'm gonna play Railjack with Hab. Stop playing it with randos because you're all assholes. You know, if there's anyone on PS4 that genuinely wants to enjoy this game mode, let me know, because I do enjoy it. It's good fun. All you randos out there that are just joining games, being dicks, not even communicating with your teammates, fuck you. Seriously, fuck you. Quit the game, delete the game. There's no point in playing. It's a game. It's a game. It's not like a lifestyle thing. So if you make it into a lifestyle where you think, oh, I need to get void hole as quick as possible before everyone else, otherwise, so I'm just gonna put my controller down and let everyone else do the work. You know, you're a sad human, really sad human. Anyway, final point, because I just thought of it there before I close this off, before I, you know, blow a gasket. If you're trying to go through missions, and I understand that the need a limit, especially on random items, like the shield array, because they've all got random stats. So I understand that these kind of things can take up a lot of space of memory. I understand that, okay? So you've given me a 30-part limit in total across all aspects of the game, right? All aspects. So you've got your Sigma engines, reactors, 30 total parts, including these guns, right? You get like 15 of these fuckers every mission, yeah? And I've had missions where I've gone from clearing out my inventory to filling it up with these guns, and then given a Vidar reactor towards the is it a Vidar reactor? Towards the very fucking end, and lost it because it gets salvaged. Because 30 is not the correct limit for this kind of stuff. What you should do is you should have an auto salvage option, where I say all Mark 2s get salvaged, all Mark 2s and below get salvaged, all non-Vidar guns get salvaged, all non-Vidar reactors get salvaged. I should have the option to do that. I should have an option at the end of the mission to choose what I salvage if I have an over my limit, because I've lost so many good things. Because in the mission you end up, because it's not my choice what's picked up, it's the team. So whatever the team picks up, if the team picks up a full inventory of fucking Zekti pulsars, whatever the fuck, I miss out at the end of the mission because they've all just picked up everything. 30 is a fine limit, but make these limits here not lesser, but make them smaller than the 30. Make these 10, 15. Give me an opportunity at the end of a fucking mission to keep one of these potentially really good items, because I don't give a fuck about the guns. I mean, the guns, they drop like candy, you know, whatever. You can pick them up whenever you please. That's fine. That's all good. Fine. Okay, leave that the way it is, or even make that less, 20. I don't give a shit. That's free D-rack every time I do a mission. But the items that people give a shit about, the shield arrays, maybe not so much. Engines and reactors, absolutely. And yes, you're gonna laugh at me because I built the Sigma Mark III, which clearly is bugged and doesn't fucking do anything. Great job on that one as well, D. That's brilliant. Me waste, and the thing is, at the time I spent 12,000 titanium on this, and they didn't refund me the 6,000 when they reduced the limits. So that's funny too. Anyway, you know, go fuck yourselves, everyone who does this shit, who does that fucking nonsense in those missions. It's a big fuck you to you all, and to the guys who can relate to me, much love. You're not alone. You really are not alone. This is something that drives me. I don't know what it's like on PC, but on PS4, definitely putting me off playing Railjack. I mean, I might just go back to doing Earth and Saturn missions and play with some lower level dudes. But as for randos on Veil Proxima, I think I'll be giving them a miss for the time being, and they're missing out because I'm not being funny. I'm quite good at Railjack. I've got a good skill set in myself. I know how to board and take out cruise ships in seconds, and if things are done correctly, the pilot can take out 90 of the fighters, and I can take out the 6 cruise ships before the 90 fighters are down, so the mission just gets done in whatever. But it's not fun when you're the one doing all the work, you know. So anyway, if you got this far and you enjoyed my video, don't give a fuck if you like it or not. I just want to know if I'm not the only one who feels this way about this game mode at the moment. I might be. I don't know. But yeah, much love to all my fans. All whatever is left of you after watching this. And again, biggest of biggest fuck yous to you assholes who've made Railjack so shit. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and there'll be plenty more. I hate saying this. Plenty more Warframe content coming out in the near future. As always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.